the Ravens defense and how they've evolved since the first time you saw them? What do you kind of see on tape?
Yeah, they evolved a lot. Some of the things that they didn't do well when we first played them, they did a lot. Doing a lot better now. They made some changes, doing different schemes and stuff like that. That we looked at. I got our attention.
Najee, what's the biggest key for this offense to get off to starts like you did against Cleveland?
Executing. Obviously, I could say the same thing every week. It's all about executing, though. Taking what they give us and just executing.
Is execution also part of the reason that running game hasn't been as consistent the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think we all play a part in that.
When you look at the way that Baltimore likes to limit explosive plays, how important is it to try to sustain drives and not maybe rely on the big passing plays to get the ball down the field?
I mean, just taking what they give us, in the run game I can speak of, just taking the little 4 yards, 3 yards, and then, take the 10 when it comes, take the 20, take the 3, at the 4, always being third and manageable. And then eventually later in the game, hopefully things will open up.
Is there something you see in you guys' outside run game that can consistently improve for you guys, or do you think it's like different issues as the years go on when things happen?
You said anything we can work on?
Is there like a common theme that you've seen that like, hey, when we don't execute well running out the outside, it's this thing, or has it been like different things throughout the
like is it because of this you're saying? Like, is it because of this problem? Oh man, we just got to do better executing, man.
Pitch the fumble, was that just something that happens every once in a while? Was there anything you did?
No, I just took my eyes off it.
Arthur Smith compared the running game to an old truck today. He said it might take time to get going, but once it does, it's pretty dependable. You agree with that, and why do you think that's the case?
Why do I think that?
Why do you think it takes you guys a little bit of time to get revved up on it? But once it starts moving, it's pretty...
Shoot. It's just running the ball. And I mean, and not every play is going to be a home run. Every play is going to be positive gains. But you just got to stay with it. And then, one pop, just take what they give you.
You feel like that's part of you guys' strength, is being able to win those kind of battles of attrition where you get so many cracks at it that you wear teams down and your stamina wins out?
Are you saying is that something that we like?
I think it's something that you guys are particularly good at.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Najee, when you look at the last game against Baltimore, you guys seemingly moved the ball pretty well in the second half. What needs to be adjusted in the red zone to capitalize and finish off something?
Just execution. Execution.
Mike mentioned last night in Hard Knocks that Russ has a way to maybe get you guys back on track of things in the beginning of games aren't going well. He's got a soothing voice that maybe gets guys, his words, that gets guys maybe back on the right track. How does maybe his in-game presence help you guys when things don't start off fast?
I don't even know how to answer that one.
I don't know if he's being a veteran, being there before, that things don't start off going well, that you're able to recover.
I mean, I think that's more of everybody, not just a soothing voice. I think that a soothing voice can only do so much, but in the day it's just play and finishing on plays and straining. So I think I just, we just got to find ways to just keep straining all through 4 quarters and put together good drives.
Anything else?
Najee, you haven't had any fumbles this season. And you said you took your eyes off it, but how much do you beat yourself up given how rare it is that you fumble, or even you weren't credited with the fumble, but
I wasn't?
No, they didn't credit you with that.
Technically.
That's crazy.
How much are you hard on yourself when that happens, as rare as it is?
Yeah. I mean, you should always be you're always going to be your biggest critic. No matter what anybody say, you're always going to be your biggest critic. So though the stat sheet might say that, nobody believes that. That was all on me. I don't know why they put that on Russ's, but that was all on me. And, just doing better next time is the best thing to do. But, being hard on yourself, don't do too much. It already happened. And I mean, beating yourself up isn't going to do anything. You're going to mess up. The next plays will matter.
So, Najee, last game against Baltimore, this team did not score any touchdowns. So, what will it take this game coming up to turn those field goal opportunities into touchdowns?
Execution.
All right.
So it's cool.
As an offense, what do you need to do to get more consistency with the run game?
Yeah, just executing details, understand leverage of blocks. Just going out there and be more physical. We've been the more physically dominant team majority of the year, so we just got to continue to execute on that end, and we'll be fine.
Pat, in games that you guys have gotten into fast starts this year, has there been a common theme, and how do you maybe get back to that this week?
No, it's just about execution. It's going to come down to that, especially this week. Baltimore, they know, what we're going to do. We know what they're going to be in, so it's just about, assignment, detail, and execution.
You guys won but didn't score a touchdown the last time you played them. Have you guys look at the film of that and to look at the mistakes from that game that you want to correct upon, especially in the red zone, or is this more about we're just in the moment right now?
We're in the moment. Obviously, we use prior film to, figure out, a plan to get in the end zone. But, it's just about execution. We know what they're going to be in, and we just got to go out there and execute.
Mike mentioned that the Ravens have brought on Dean Pease as a defensive advisor. How have you maybe seen their defense evolve since the last time you guys faced them?
Yeah, they're limiting a lot of explosive plays. Earlier in the year, they were giving up a lot of explosive plays, but I think, them moving Kyle back to safety full-time and Marlon to nickel, did a really good job of keeping a lid on it and, bleeding slow. So we have to, heighten our focus and sustain drives and stay on the field.
As an offense, how important is it to not press and not kind of maybe hunt those explosive plays, knowing that they were there last time, but it could force you into a mistake this time?
It's very important, but on Hard Knocks last night, that's what makes Russ so good is he understands, when to try and create an explosive play and when not to. So, we trust three and what he's going to read the defense, and so we just got to sustain drives and get the little details.
What does he do to distribute the football to so many different guys in your offense? It seems like everybody is a weapon at some point to get you guys yards in key moments.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing ball for a long time. He understands coverages and what defenses try and do to him, coverages and stuff, and so he throws it to the open guy, and so we just got to continue to do that and be in the spot where he's looking for us.
Pat, what does his positivity do for your offense, your group?
Yeah, it's big time, when, or especially in Philly when we went, 3 and out, I think 4 or 5 drives in a row, just him, talking to us on the sideline, making sure, we're still in the game and stuff, it helps a lot.
With the opportunity to clinch, how important is it for you guys to get it done this week rather than kind of kicking it down the road?
It's pretty big. Obviously we want to control our own destiny. Being able to go into, Baltimore, win the division, something that you dream of as a little kid. And so, I'm excited. The guys that have been here in my draft class, this is our first opportunity at a game like this. So, we've been through some stuff, and so we're excited to be in this opportunity. What better way to win it in one of our biggest rivals in their stadium?
You've been on a touchdown streak lately with Russ. Well, how have you guys developed your chemistry to make those moments happen more often?
Yeah, just understanding, where we're going to be. It takes time. Obviously, him missing time early in the year was tough on that, but he's got a good feel of what I'm going to do, and I got a good feel of what he expects when he scrambles out of the pocket or ball location on certain routes. So it's been a process, and we got to continue to be better at that.
Knowing that guys, you in your draft class haven't experienced the opportunity to clinch a division, who do you lean on to maybe that has game experience in a situation like this?
Obviously the older guys, but we played in some big games in college, and so we understand, and especially in the league too. Like we played in a lot of big games, so it's nothing crazy. It's just there's a lot on the line, so doing extra meetings, doing extra body prep, getting our body right. Understanding the details of the game plan. So same process as usual. It's just obviously a pretty big game.
Pat, given the game you and Darnell had against the Ravens the first time, how much do you kind of lick your chops versus knowing that you might be a bigger part of their game plan?
It's obviously exciting. Me and Darnell, and we're looking forward to this week. We got a lot of things to go out there and hopefully ball out on. So we're excited.
Their defense has changed. Obviously, having a new DC come back, but we're comfortable with what our game plan is, and we know that a lot's going to be called upon with the tight ends. But Darnell, Peru, myself, and Pat will be ready for the challenge, and they have a good group of guys. But I think our game plan, will really hold true this game, and we'll have to follow the tight ends and everybody else.
With you guys having the opportunity to clinch the division this week, how important is it for you guys to get that done as soon as possible?
Yeah, definitely. We want to win this game. We're not looking too far. Just focus on this game, and hopefully we get the job done.
Connor, what can you guys do as a group to get the run game going a little better than it has been the last few weeks?
Just getting everybody on the same page. I think it's little details, nothing too big, but just getting on the little details. And once we do that, I feel like we'll be fine.
Is there a key for this group to get off to a fast start? I know obviously last week didn't start the way you guys would have wanted.
I think just playing Steelers football, going out there playing complimentary ball, and just focus on the details. I feel like when we do that, no one can stop us.
Is there anything you guys might have learned this past week? You would know what life without George is like?
Yeah, obviously George is a vocal point of our offense, but we won a game without him, and we had to do that this week. If he's not playing, but if he's playing, we know George will be out there and doing what he does.
Have you seen the Ravens defense change from the first time you guys saw them?
I feel like they've just settled down, putting a lot of guys at points where they're not moving as much as where they were earlier in the season. Just settled a lot of guys down, but obviously they have Kyle Hamilton that leads them. They have a lot of other good players, Roquan Smith, and a good D line now. So we're gonna have to be able to run the ball, but also take our shots when needed.
In a game where you guys can win the division title?
Just one play at a time, just try to stay humble with it, just try to get the job done.
How do you feel like your game has improved?
Just watching film, just knowing what's coming.
What's it been like to have a season like this where you didn't start the season with the Steelers and now you're in a prominent role for a team that has a chance to clinch the division on Saturday?
Just coming from this facility first, I just know how to jump on a moving train. I've seen guys do it before. Stick my hand in the pile like always.
What's the key to jumping onto a moving train for those of us that have never done it?
See what's going on around you and just try to adapt.
That was a two-Tomlinism line you had there. Moving train. What was the other one? I threw a couple out there.
Stick your hand in the pile.
Stick your hand in the pile. We've gotten to see in Hard Knocks what he's like in meetings. What's your relationship been like with him, and what's he been like when you've had opportunities for him to be your head coach?
Just knowing what to do. The standard is the standard. Just seeing other guys, just seeing what's going on around you.
Do you have a favorite saying that he says a lot, or one that means a lot to you, that sinks in the most?
Don't blink.
Why that one?
Because don't sweat when the pressure's coming. Don't even blink. Just do what you got to do. Be yourself.
How much do you feel like you embody that one? Because given the circumstances that you've had to come in and play, that's kind of been your mantra, I guess.
That's just the motto in life. Like, don't even blink. Like, anything in life, like, attack it.
Is it right? Is Lamar your cousin? Are you guys cousins?
Yes.
I was trying to remember from a couple of years ago. What's it been like just, knowing him growing up and seeing what he's doing now, the level that he's playing at?
Kind of crazy, just unbelievable. Great player, great guy. Just on and off the field, just seeing him play was kind of crazy, like seeing everything.
Does that make you the guy with the most expertise in tackling him, or were you not able to tackle me?
We always played, like, growing up, just tackle him. You just got to tackle him.
What's the key to it?
Ain't no key. He's crazy. That guy's crazy.
I mean, you nipping at the ankles, or are you going for the thighs?
You never know with him.
How much time do you guys spend together growing up? How often were you around each other playing together?
Not as much, but we spent a lot of time together. We played North Broward Raiders together. We won a couple Super Bowls together, so you know how that be.
So what would it mean if you were to get one from him?
Just another interception. Just do what I got to do, be myself.
Did you ever pick him off in practice or just playing around?
Nah.